evening, team RFI, esteemed schedule expert Dr. Sameer Dubey sir, and distinguished participants. I'm Dr. Neha Jain, honored to be the program coordinator, extending a gracious welcome on behalf of Research Foundation of India to each of you for our esteemed 7-day international training program and activity centered around the practical applications of ICT tools and online teaching in the current scenario. As we embark on the 6th day of our session, it is indeed an honor to welcome Dr. Dubey sir from Prestige Institute of Management and Research Indore, a dedicated and strategic authority who will graciously share his insights on preparation of e-certificates. Welcome, sir.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Am I audible to everyone?
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Okay. Thank you.
So, before we move forward, let us pause to recognize the esteemed organizations that are at the forefront of these initiatives. The Research Foundation of India, RFI-CARE, and the World Innovators University. Additionally, we express our heartfelt appreciation to our generous sponsors, which include GHERF, World Virtual Conference Forum, World Federation of Science and Technology, International Research Guide Federation, Academic Research Guide Association, and Edu Academic Inc. Their steadfast support has been instrumental in paving the path for the success of these events. Now, please allow me to present our distinguished expert, Dr. Dubey sir. He is a holder of graduate degrees in accounts and taxation from the field of commerce and finance and marketing from management. He is a management research scholar from Devi Ahilya University, holds both an MCom and MBA along with an MPhil in commerce, where he achieved a high academic standing. With a cumulative experience spanning 14 years in academia, he has contributed significantly to teaching roles in various colleges. His academic interests traverse domains such as finance, financial markets and services, policy formulation and analysis, and entrepreneurship. He possesses a diverse array of scholarly achievements encompassing research papers, presentations, a case study endorsed by the European Case Clearinghouse, and authorship of a book titled Banking Law and Practice in India. Notably, he serves as a distinguished member of the editorial board for the esteemed international research journal Shabd Brahm. Prior to his academic tenure, he garnered invaluable insights during his 4-year stint in the corporate sector, initially as a trainee and later as a consultant specializing in analytical and financial infrastructure development assignments. So that's all about sir's achievements. Thank you so much. Over to you, sir.
Thank you so much, Neha ma'am, for the beautiful introduction that you have given. And today I believe that you people have already been learning something about the ICT tools for teaching, learning process, and new things. So now we are on a stage where we have to learn about preparation and development of certificates, online certificates, which we can easily, smoothly we can send to the people who have joined online to us, or or even if somebody is joining us offline, you can send the certificates online. You can send the certificates to them. This definitely saves a lot of cost of printing and sending, or this sending and distributing the certificates through mails or so. So rather than having email, having your own certificate and you can get it printed anywhere, that is really of importance, and it saves a lot as well. So let us consider how we have to print these online certificates. So first of all, that I'm having two different tools uh, for this certification for this certification printing and distribution as well. The first one, one thing which definitely I would like to make clear to everyone, that I believe you might have heard the name. I believe that everybody is conversant and everybody knows the things about MS Office. And one of the applications in MS Office is MS Word. And one of the major tools which we generally use in MS Word is mail merge. So whatever the certificate is, why whatever tool we are using the certificate, or we are getting the certificate printed, the basic technology, the basic concept which we are going to use, it shall be the mail merge only. In one of the, we shall be discussing two different methods. So in first of the methods, we shall be using a third party app as well for development of the certificate, and we shall be using some Google accounts, some Google spaces for the very same thing. Okay, so let us start off with it. And first, what you need to do, one thing which definitely I would like to know, if there are people who shall be doing the very same thing while I would be giving you that this hands-on experience. So whether there are people who shall be doing the very same thing which I shall be teaching you, or which I shall be not exactly teaching, but I shall only be bringing to your knowledge. So if the people who are ready with their laptop, or they are doing something with the laptop and they are ready to follow the steps, may I please request to write down, or just let me know if there are people who are ready to follow the steps. Is there someone?
Sorry to interrupt you, sir.
Okay.
Team RFI, are you there? Someone from RFI, please respond to me. सर प्लीज चैट मैसेजेस की सेटिंग्स को इनेबल कर दीजिए. ओके, थैंक यू.
Okay, chat is disabled right now. Okay.
यस सर, प्लीज कंटिन्यू.
Okay, thank you so much, ma'am. So if somebody is following, then please write down in the chat box, so that I would be, in case it would be easier for me to repeat the steps if required, or I shall be going with that pace only. Okay, so now let us start off with what exactly are the requirements for our certificate presentation. So the very first thing that we require for our certificate presentation is a Google account. If you are having a Google account, if you are having a Gmail account, definitely you will be able to get the certificates printed. Okay. Although there are some more applications also available, like the first one which we shall be starting off with, is known as AutoCrat. What you need to do, that I'm telling you, and what exactly is the application on which this AutoCrat app, this add-on used to work on. So what you require actually is, first we need to require a Google form. So let me show you how to make the Google form first. I believe you people would be conversant, you people would be fluent with the preparation of Google forms now. Just for the sake just for the sake of better communication and better transmission of the data, I am putting my camera off. I believe nobody shall bother for this, because I shall be using other apps as well. So this will be easier for me. Okay. Now, so the very first thing which we require is the Google form. And I believe, as you people told, you people are already conversant with the Google forms. So let us start off with the preparation of a Google form first. Okay. I'm sharing with you my screen. So now I believe everybody can see the shared screen.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you so much. Now let me show you what. So for first you need to do is, you need to log into the Drive account. And when you are logging into the Drive account, although you have two different options for the very same. Very first thing, either you log into the Drive account directly, that is drive.google.com, and the very same email ID shall be used for driving into diving in, or for logging in into the your Drive account, which Gmail already you are using. So first you need to log into Drive account. Either you log in by with the help of drive.google.com, or you can also log in with the help of forms directly. Also we can go to forms.google.com. This is how also you can go for it. So I am logging in into forms.google.com. Here it is. I have already signed in with my account. That's why it is directly showing me to some other Google Forms as well. So now let us start off with a blank form. So let us make a form first. It shows like this only, as if it is an entitled form. Let us make it. Uh, let us make a form in the name of ICT workshop. Okay, ICT workshop, and the very same name shall be reflected here in the name as well. ICT workshop. What you need to do is, for the purpose of making the certificates, what you have to do, go to the settings, and then you have to just a second, go to the responses. Okay, collect email addresses. So first what you need to do is you need to collect the email addresses, of course, the responder input. Then you have to limit the response to a single response only. These two are the basic settings which generally we require. Second thing, another option is over there, like making all the questions default. Okay, so you can make the questions default by here as well, or alternatively you can make the questions default, or you can make the questions compulsory while you are framing the questions as well. So this is make questions required by default. So this is default. So these two settings are required. First one, you have to make the questions default settings. You have to make the questions compulsory. Second one, you have to limit to first response, and third one, you need to collect the email address. Now there are three different options: do not collect, verified, and responder input. So we'll go for responder input as well. Alternatively, if somebody is from like if you want to circulate the certificates, or if you want to distribute the certificates to a specific organization or so, you can go for responder input, you can go for verified as well. So responder input shall be used. In case you are clicking on the verified input, definitely what happens is the email ID shall be verified first. So we are going for responder input. So this is what you need to do. Email ID. Now come back to the questions. You will find that email, it is already collecting the email address. Then first question, let us make it name of the recipient or participant rather. If it is like it is ICT workshop, then we are making it as if name of the participant. Rather than multiple choice, it shall be short answer. Make it required. Then the second question. In general, since we are talking about printing of the certificate, so I believe that there are very few things which we shall actually be required. So the very first thing is name of the participant. Second thing is university or college. This is what college name. This is what we will require. Second thing, this is what we require. So this will be university and college name, or alternatively you can also write something like name and place, or you can write place as well, but that won't be much like getting too much information and then setting it in between the certificate. That will once again be solving a little bit puzzlesome also. So you can go for this university college name itself. That would be sufficient. Alternatively, you can call for like city or state or country, or whatever you like. So whatever you like, you can add it. You can add over here, and this shall be the certificate that we shall be requiring. Now what we need to do is go to the responses. And since we as of now we do not have any response, now you have two different options. First, what we need to do is we need to like as I told you, there are two different options. Either you have to set the certification completely, the certificate part completely, printing of the certificate completely, and then you float these forms. Alternatively, you can also do one thing, like you can collect the forms first, collect the information first, and then we can run the certificate printing command later on. That also can be done. What we are doing is setting it up upfront. So link to sheets. Either you will find link to sheets or you will find link to sheets. When you click on link to sheets, you will get another pop-up, and it says whether you want to create a new spreadsheet or you have to select the existing spreadsheet. So what we need to do is we need to create a new spreadsheet because it is ICT workshop. It is a new form altogether. Okay, so we are creating a new spreadsheet. Here it is created. I believe you can see this. Okay, this is, I believe you can see this. Everybody can see this, the spreadsheet that has been prepared. Now what happens is, now we have to apply the autocrat. We need to apply the autocrat or the certificate generating, application certificate generating add-on to it. What we need to do for the very same thing is, you have to go to the tools, then you will get just a second, channel with the tools. Just a second. There are certain small changes to get the add-ons. Okay. Earlier add-ons was there in the tools section, and I cannot see add-ons over here right now.
It's in extensions, sir. You can check in extensions.
It is in extensions. Yeah.
Yeah.
So earlier it was in tools. So now it is here in extensions. So get add-ons. Okay. You have to get add-ons. When you click on get add-ons, you will automatically you will be diverted to this Google Workplace Marketplace. So you need to write down autocrat. Autocrat. You have to select the autocrat and you will get autocrat over here. Here it is autocrat. Now, since earlier I got this autocrat installed on my system. So if it is installed here, you will find a small notification saying that it is already installed. But since it was uninstalled later on, so now I am installing it once again. Okay. So here it is. If it is already installed, then in place of install, the button, I believe you can see this box written installed in it. So in case it is already installed, you will find written already installed on the system over here. But since we are for me we are installing it once again, so here we have selected this install. Once it installed, it will be asked for you to continue. You just need to continue, and when you are continue with the very same thing, here is something what you will get in response. So this is you need to choose an account, which account you have to connect it to. You have to choose which account you have to connect it to. I have selected my account, and now I have to select this continue. Now this will ask for for different kind of permissions or so. So just like other permissions, or just like we on our mobile phones as well, whenever we install a new app, you always get the permissions, and every time what you do is you allow all the things whatever it is asking. So you just need to allow it. Once you allow it, it will be connected. Okay. I believe that now my system. Okay, now you has not. Now you cannot see it. Just a second. Let me show you how it is working. Here it is. Now I believe you can see autocrat has been installed. Where to find autocrat? So it will be there in the extensions. You have to just click on done and close this tab. Here it is. So now here in extension, you can see this autocrat is over here. What you need to do is you need to open autocrat. Okay. Here we have opening autocrat now. I believe everybody can see this autocrat window now.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Everyone? Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay. So what you have to do, you have to click on this new job, which you can see in the red button that you can see. So we have started with this new job. Now what you have to do is name your merge job. So why you will find everywhere you will find this merge written over here. Why it is? Because because this the concept behind using these kind of options, or like even if autocorrect, another in Google as well, in Google workplaces there is another option which you can which whenever you want you can use it, that is certify M. I believe that if I can show you a little bit about it, or we can just a second. Yeah, certify M is it works with the form itself, so it gets attached with the form. Like autocrat we are using here on this our worksheet. Similarly, this certify them, it is used with the form itself. So what we need to do is we need to just wait in the very same option, in the very same way in which we have installed this autocrat, you have to install the certify them as well. So that also you can do. Now let us come back to our autocrat. So job name that we need to say is, it is ICT tools. Let us give it the name ICT tools, then go to next. It is basically like you can see, I believe you can see here, it is this is number one. So similarly that this setting up of autocrat, it will be overall 8 steps, and in general we require some or the other input in 6 of the steps. Okay, so this is ICT tools. Let us go to the second one. Once again it is asking for uh, which certificate, or if you have already have a template over here, this is untitled presentation. So what you need to do is you need to create a certificate now. And how will you be creating the certificate? So you will be creating the certificate with the help of Google Slides. Here it is slides.google.com. This is how you have to go. So slides.google.com, I have entered this slides.google.com, and now you can see the slides are over there. Okay, so let me go for a new slide. Here it is. This is the new slide. You already get some of the templates. I believe slides also you might have got, you might have been introduced to slides as well. So here is this slide. Let us use any of these slide over here for making a certificate. So although it is, no, this is not good. Here it is. Let us use this template or this theme for preparation of the certificate. So uh, this is over here. What you need to do is we have to use two different sorry, we need to use a specific format. And what is the format? Okay, I believe now you people can see. Earlier you were seeing this. This is the template, and the second one is I am preparing a certificate. So here it is, the certificate. This is, and in the slides.google.com you will get into Google Slides. It is more or like an online PowerPoint presentation only. So you can make the certificate, the template of certificate over here. You have to make it in the Google Slides only, or this we shall be picking up this slide and we shall be making the certificate with the help of this slide only. So this is over here. You need to make a, this is how we are writing. This is the name. So you have always whatever fields you want it to get entered. You have to every time you have to just enclose it with the help of less than and greater than. Two less than and two greater than signs you have to put over here. Okay, so this is what we have done. Click to add subtitle. We can write down over here. You can use college or institute over here. This is, so this shall be written. Okay, name and institute. Other options definitely you can go for, like making the certificate can be decorated as per your own requirement, as per your own whatever type of certificate you want to make it. Here I'm not very much into this designing or so. I'm just making it a little bit workshop on ICT tools. Just let us make it, and whatever the by whatever means, however you want to do it, the themes is still open. That's why it is taking a little bit of space. Now I have removed it, and let us make it like a center line. It would be easier for you. Okay, so this is workshop on ICT tools. Let us make it a little bit 30, and let us make it bold. Workshop on ICT tools. Here you can, on the lower side, you can have different uh, you can have this different certifications, this different signatures also, that can be over there. You can have different logos can be put on this, and the very same thing in the very same way in which we generally used to prepare our PowerPoint presentation slide. The very same way you have to prepare this slide as well. So this is certificate which is ready with us now. We just have to, I am using only these two things, minimum of the formation, or sorry, minimum of the decoration, and basically two different important things. This is name and the institute that we shall be using over here. So what you need to do now is, this is our slide. We just have to save it. Let us name it ICT tools. Okay, and it will be saved in my drive. Okay, now let us get back to our spreadsheet. Here it is. Here we are. Let us we have come back to our spreadsheet. Here it is. Now what you need to do is, you have to select the template. So we shall be selecting from drive. Okay, we have just worked on this ICT tools, and here it is. So I am selecting this. This has been selected now. This has been the selected file, the selected template. I believe everybody can see this. Even if you want to close down or shut down the other tabs, that other tab can also be shut down, so that now it is of that specifically of not much use. We just required that slides file only to make this certificate. So this is, now what we need to do is, we shall be putting on next. Now what you have to do, you can see this is the time where we have to collaborate, where we have to merge these two things. And now you can see that these two things, name and institute, it is showing over here. Just a second, let me once again show you the slide that we have just made, or the certificate that we have made in the form of the slide. Okay, here is the certificate that we have prepared. So this is the certificate. Here the name will be shown, and here the institute name will be shown. I believe you can see this. So this is the certificate, and we shall be using this certificate over here. And you can see that there are only two different variables, name and institute, which we need to print. And similarly, what we need to do over here is, we have to merge these two things. So how to get these things merged? The first one is name, and how to what to merge with the name in our Google form. I believe here it is. You can see the Google form. So Google form, in which what we have written, name of the participant and university or college name. Okay. So what we'll have to do is, we have to merge these two things over here. Okay. This blue colored line, I believe everybody can see. We have to pick our merging sections from over here. So whenever you just click on this small arrow, and you will find that this will open. Now when this opens, what you need to do is, you have to select that today and now, this will be like this will be used for the timestamp, for the dates or so. The timestamp is used for the timestamp. And email address shall also be used. We shall be using email address later on. Name of the participant, university, and city or state or country. Now city, state, country we have not used over here. That this is the reason why we are not using it. Otherwise you can use that as well. So what we need to do is, you just need to copy this name of the participant. Once it is copied, now I am just saving it over here. So this is name of the participant. Now it is merged. The second thing what you need to merge is institute. So institute shall be merged with university or college name. Here it is merged. Now we have two different things. This is the central column. This is name and institute. These are the standard fields, and name of the participant and university or college name are the fields which we have collected from the Google form. Okay. Now we have completed this merging or mapping. Now let us go to the next step. You need to write down the file name. Okay, you need to write down the file name. You need to write down what kind of file you have to make. Okay, so while writing the file name also, what you can do is you can use this the very same kind of fields. So we have used, once again, name of the participant. Here it is, and I'm pasting it over here. It has been copied from there, and now I am just, with the help of small control V, I have pasted it over here. Now I'm using a small underscore and write down certificate. Okay, so this will definitely generate the name of the person. Okay, and then certificate over here. Now what kind of slide do you want? So we wanted slide, no, we wanted PDF, so we have to select PDF over here. Then multiple output mode, definitely it should be the classic mode. So rather than having single output, you should have multiple output only. Go to the next option, and this will be saved in my drive. So you can save it into my drive. You can make a different, or you can make a folder for this as well. So here it is, and I am just making a new folder over here. You can see here it is, the folder which I have made, and this will be ICT tools. This is the folder which I have created, and now let us, here it is, ICT tools has been created. Now here I am over here once again, and now choose folder. So you have to choose the folder now. I am choosing the folder which I have just created, ICT tools. Here it is, and select. So ICT tools has been selected. This my drive, I am just remove this folder. So I have removed my drive. Now ICT tools will be the folder in which all these certificates shall be saved. Now let us go to the next step once again. Dynamic folder references, it is optional. We do not need to give it any, as I told you that although there are 8 different steps, but there are 1 or 2 steps which we actually do not require. So you can leave this step as well. So this is, we are leaving. Then set merge condition. So we do not need to write down, or we do not need to set any merge condition as well. Now let us come to the last step. So share docs and send email. So share document or not. So definitely we have to share it. So we shall be sharing it. Sharing document as PDF. Definitely. Now you can see a red colored option. My cursor, when I am coming to this PDF, it is converting into a red colored option in which says that we cannot change it. So why it cannot be changed? We can, because we have earlier we have selected our certificate type to be PDF. If you would have selected it otherwise, definitely you could have changed it over here as well. Now allow collaborators to reshare. You do not allow anybody to reshare the certificate. You can send from generic no reply address. So that also can be, if you selected yes, then definitely it will be selected, or no reply address can also be selected. Alternatively, you can send it from here as well, your own address as well. Now to whom you have to send it? You have to get your email. I believe here it is, and this email address is over here. What you need to do is, now you have to copy the email address and paste it over here. So this is email address. You do not write down anything else. If you want, you can write down anything into CC. You can write down anything into BCC as well if you want to. Then reply to, if you have to reply to someone, or if the person wants to reply to someone, that person can be, you can means you can offer the other person another email ID where the person can reply. So we do not actually require this. Type in the subject. So what subject shall we having? So in subject also you can use the very same connecting this fields. So this is the name of the participant. Once again, I'm using the very same name of the participant over here. Control V, name of the participant, and or you can write down in certificate or in subject. This is only a subject. You can only write down a very small simple thing that your, or it is like a certificate for ICT tools workshop. This you can write down. Then another important thing is you need to write down the message. Dear, after writing down dear, you can once again copy this name of the participant and you can add it over here. So what happens like this is, what happens is whenever a mail is being sent to the person, definitely this every time you will find that the name has been written over here. So participant, dear participant, now you have what you need to write down is we are glad to present you this certificate for participation in the ICT tools workshop. This is what you need to write. This is what we have written in the message. Now let us once again go to next option. Now add or remove job triggers. So what you need to do is you need to just set two types of triggers. So run on form trigger and run on time trigger. So run on form trigger will be whenever somebody will fill up the form, automatically the trigger will this certificate will be triggered and he or she will get the certificate automatically. Or if it is on time trigger, definitely after spending a while, after reaching a specific time, the participants will be able to get the certificate. Alternatively, they can get certificate right now only after filling up the form. So we are here it is. So we are selecting the run on form trigger. You must enable triggers for this project before you can add one to this job. Confirm, yes, confirm. You have confirmed it now that it shall be on a run on form trigger. So whenever somebody fills up the form, the trigger will automatically be or will work, and the participant or the anyone who is filling up the form will get the certificate. Now what you need to do is save it. Okay, now here it is. This is our job. Existing job is over here. ICT tools. We have already prepared the certificate. The certificate has been connected with the spreadsheet because it works with the spreadsheet only. So the certificate has been connected with the spreadsheet. What you need to do is now you have to run the job. I believe you can see here some buttons, some toggle buttons are over here in front of this ICT tool. So the first one is to run the job. Second one is to edit the job. If you want to edit anything, you can go from here as well. If you just want to preview the job details, you can select this button. Alternatively, if you want to click to delete, then you can delete it as well. So now what we need to do is we need to run the job. So here I am running the job. I believe you can see how the job is running, and I believe you can also see certain things. Can you see some new options on the right hand side or on the background? I believe you can see these new headings to the spreadsheet. Just a second, let me show you over here. Here it is. Can you see now? Here it is, merged document ID, then merged doc URL, then link to merged doc ICT tools, then document. This is document merge status. These new things have been added. Here it is. I believe you can see these new things have been added, and these have been added only after I have run the job. So once you run the job, you will find that these new options, these new columns have been added. Now what we need to do? Now we have to see. We are thoroughly, or we have completed our setting up process. Now we have to fill up the form. Let us come to this place. Okay. Here is the form over here. Let us fill the form. I am filling it with the help of a preview, and here it is. Here it is how it is previewed. So email, once again, I'm using my email ID. Second thing, name of the participant. It is Dr. Samir Dubai. You can write it down over here, like name of the participant along with the salutation. Write down the complete name. So whatever instructions you want to give to the people, you can give that instructions over here. and university or college name. So this is Prestige Institute of Management and Research. So let us write down only Prestige Institute. That will do. This city or state or country, we have not used it anywhere. So, but definitely since it is a mandatory field, I believe you can see this red colored star on this option on this field. So this makes it mandatory. You have to write down something, some or the other thing. So I am just writing it over here, Indore, and I am submitting the very same thing. Now what happens when we submit it? We submit it, here it is. I believe you can see I have submitted this, and now you will be able to see here. I believe everybody can see starting at Tuesday, April 23, this job has started. Whether I believe you people have observed the changes in this spreadsheet. Anyone? Have you observed the have the changes in spreadsheet? Okay. So what happens now is this is merged documents ID. It is this ID is written over here. Then the drive in Google Drive where the certificate has been written. Here you can see the certificate as over there. This is what you can see. Then the certificate. This is the link to the merged document, and then another thing that you will see over here. What has been written over here? Document successfully created. Document successfully merged. PDF created, email sent, and to whom the email has been sent, that has also been mentioned. On right hand side it is not visible, but here it is visible. I believe you can see here it is visible. Okay, if I click it, you can see the whole thing over here. So the email ID has also been written over here. Run via form trigger as sameerdubey@gmail.com. The timestamp is also over here. So each and everything is duly recorded. Whatever you want to record, you can record it in this way. Now let us do one thing. As I have sent this is the certificate that has been generated, but now this has to be sent to the mail as well. Just a second, please hold on. I am showing you my mail ID as well, so you will be able to see this certificate. Here it is. I believe you can see this certificate for ICT tools workshop. I believe you can see this is something which we put in the subject line, and there you can see, dear Dr. Sameer Dubey, this is what we have selected. A field has been selected for this. We are glad to present you the certificate. This certificate is okay, it is over there, and then here it is the certificate. So I believe now you people, can everybody see the certificate as well? I believe everybody can see the certificate as well. Okay, so this is how we need to make the certificate. Now one more thing, as I have told you earlier, like we do have an option of using certify them as well. Okay, let me show you. At least we should see how it looks like. So here you are. Let us go to the here. I believe this is the Google form which we were using. Okay, this is the Google form which we are using. In responses, you can see one response. This is as I have entered this response into. Though if anybody wants to check, just a second, here it is. I'm going to the send option, and I'll be sending it with the help of like a link. Let me generate a link. Let me shorten this URL is very long, so let me shorten the URL. The URL is very small now. I'm pressing Ctrl C to copy the very same thing. Alternatively, you can use copy word from here as well. And now what I'm doing is I am pasting the very same link in our chat box. I have pasted the link in chat box, and now it is available for each and everyone. Now those who want any kind of certificate, or if you want just for the sake of checking that you are getting the proper certificate or not, because this earlier I have used a single mail ID, I have used a single record. So those who want to check whether they are getting the certificate or not, they can access this link. This forms link has already been given over here. Just fill up two or three, just fill up only three of the options and get the certificate by yourself. So this is how, this is why I am telling you, please go through it once, so that you will also get the certificate. Now what you need to do is, while you are doing the very same thing, what I want you people to see is how certify them works, and why we, or specifically I, prefer autocorrect as compared to certify them. So let me show you how actually we can get certify them. So this is the form that we were using. From here, on these three dot box, on these three dots, you just need to click on these three dots. Then you will get here on the lower side, you will get the button like get add-ons. So this is here, once again you will get the get add-ons. What you need to do is you need to write down certify them, CERTIFY, and since it is not them, it is for certify them, and we have, since it has also been merged, so this is certify them. This is certify them that you need to select. So you need to select certify them. Okay, you need to install the very same, in the very same fashion. You have to do each and everything in the very same fashion. You have to use, here it is. So it is showing that use another option, use another account. You can use another account as well. You can use your official account as well. Only problem is, since it is, let me show you once. Okay, here it is once again. Allow each and everything. You have to allow. You have allowed it, and now here it is. Actually, it changes every time you do something. So this is ICT workshop Google form. This is ICT workshop form. Here it is. Now it is installed. Installed. We have done over here. Okay. Or we are just closing that window. Now what you can do is, here you can see an add-on button over here. What you need to do is, you just have to, okay, I got some responses. Somebody has also filled it up. Sandhya ji. Okay. She has filled it up. You have got your certificate. I believe it is good.
Yes, I've received.
Thank you. Thank you so much, ma'am. So here it is. You just, what you need to do is, you have to click on certify them. Here it is, certify them. What you need to do is, now you have to click on the very first option, show controls. Okay. So now it is showing controls. The controls shall be displayed on there, here on the right hand side. You can, I believe you can see the controls over here, this control panel. Here is the control panel. Now what happens over here is, the restriction I feel, not only I feel, but which is being put in by the Google itself, is that you just need to turn on the status. You need to records like certificate records shall be, all certificate records shall be, you means the Google shall create a separate file for all these certificate records. So certify them records, that will be passing is this. You can use with the Google form, while just showing that, you can see that here it is, the passing percentage is 80, and you can make it anything. If you are using it only for the purpose of workshop, just set it at a 0% option. If you want to set it for, if you want to set the very same thing for some other people, or it is for yourself, any kind of examination you are making, you need to make it a quiz. You just have to go for this certificate. Once the student achieves that specific percentage, then only then only he or she will get the certificate. Now here is the major limitation: 60 emails remaining. So what you can do is, you can send only 60 certificates at a time, not more than that. So what about others? For others, tomorrow once again you have to do the very same thing. Then every day, earlier the limit was 100. This 60 emails, this limit earlier was 100, and fortunately during COVID times, this limit, there was no quota, there was no limit. So everybody would be sending n number of certificates. But once COVID was over, then they first put in a limit of 100 emails, and now they have put a limit of 60 emails only. So what you need to do is, you just have to, the very same thing, we have to merge the very same Google Slides. We have to make a Google slide for this as well, and there are once again helps. But the problem is, and the second thing, until and unless you have a registered Google account. Registered Google accounts means if you have purchased Google Workplace or Google Suite, G Suite account or GP account or so, then only the certificate will not be having a tag. Otherwise, the certificate will have a tag printed or created with the help of Certify Them. In Autocrat, I believe you can still see the certificate over here. In Autocrat, you won't find anything written over here. I believe here you can see. You do not find anything. Nowhere has been written that the certificate has been generated, created by Autocrat. But in case of Certify Them, it is written as if it is generated by Autocrat. Or it is generated by Certify Them. Here on the lower side, on the lower right hand side, here a tag used to come, and it reflects as if it is created, it is generated by Certify Them. So that I personally feel that looks odd. That okay, the certificate has been generated, but if it is being generated free of cost, it is being generated with the help of Certify Them. This I feel that it does not looks good. That's why I personally definitely I personally suggest you to go for Autocrat rather than going for Certify Them. Okay, so let us come back to okay. There are more people as well who have just created the certificate. Here it is, a new certificate is being generated. Once it is generated, that these three columns shall be filled up. Okay, here you can once again see it. It has been filled up. So this is how you can generate these certificates. Now I am removing this Certify. What you need to do is you just have to remove it with the help of that add-on button only. So get add-ons. Then after once again selecting the get add-ons, what you need to do is you just have to write down Certify and then remove it over from here. Here you can see it has been written installed. Okay, now I am uninstalling the very same uninstall app. It has been uninstalled. Now you can see this add-on button has also been removed from here. If you are having some more add-ons, then this button shall, this is the only place where that button appears, and all add-ons are there only. Okay, someone new has also got their certificates printed. Okay, so this is how we shall be preparing the certificate. Now there is another option how to prepare the certificate. Let me check, because actually we are a little bit short of time. That will take some time, but let me try to give you some options about it, how we need to generate the certificate, because a complete template of the certificate is not prepared with me right now, but definitely I can show you a little bit how a certificate is being prepared, or I can show you at least how or what other software we can use for the preparation of the certificate as well. Now with Autocrat, once again, I believe you can see that with Autocrat there is no problem. You can get n number of certificates printed. You can send the certificates to n number of people. That is not at all problematic. One more thing, I believe you would have listened. You would have heard about like MS Office. Everybody has heard about MS Office. Okay, everybody has heard about MS Office. Now what we need to do is mail merge is once again another option with the help of which you can use, or you can generate certificates with in MS Office itself. Only problem is, for the purpose of generating certificates in MS Office, what you need to do is you need to have a registered, a subscribed, authentically subscribed PDF account or Acrobat account. So if you do not have Acrobat, like for me, I do not have a registered Acrobat account for myself. So this is one of the major problems, because if generally we do not have like registered Acrobat, we do not have. We just make PDF files with the help of Word only, and we do not generally change PDFs. And if there is requirement of changing or any kind of editing of the PDF, definitely some other apps are also available. So we do not actually need to subscribe to Acrobat. But once again, there is another option. The option is, I believe somebody would have heard about LibreOffice. I believe you would have heard about LibreOffice. Any responses on LibreOffice? You can use the chat box, or you can use, okay, you have not. Anyone else who have heard anything about LibreOffice or so? Okay, no issues. What happens is LibreOffice, once you are conversant with MS Office, LibreOffice is basically, it is an open source office. It works like MS Office only. More than 95% of the commands, more than 95% of the things are like MS Office only. If you know how to deal with MS Office, it is easier for you to go for this LibreOffice as well. Let me show you how we, since it is an open source software, what you can do is you can directly download it. LibreOffice. You just have to write it down. Then you will find over here LibreOffice. I believe you can see this. I believe you can see this LibreOffice. Okay.
Yes.
So here you can see LibreOffice. Then you will find download LibreOffice. This is LibreOffice 24.2.2, but this is of not much use for us. What we need to do is you have to go for LibreOffice 7.6.6. You just need to download it. This is somewhere around 300 or 350 MB of file. You just have to download it, and then install it. It will download an exe file, and since it is an open source office, there are you won't be finding any kind of problem. It will easily be installed, and not only it will be easily installed, but definitely it works like MS Office only. Let me show you how it looks like actually. Okay, I have the okay. I have got it installed already. So let me show you. Okay, I'm sharing with you the entire screen of mine. Okay, I believe you can see the screen now, the complete screen, and now you can see this LibreOffice is over here. What you need to do is you just need to write down. You just have to right click on your screen, just like we are opening a new file. Just have to go to it, go to new, and you will find over here. This is Microsoft Word document. This is open document drawing. Then you will find open document presentation. This is just like PowerPoint presentation. Then you will find open document spreadsheet. Then you will find open document text. So this open document text you will find over here. Here it is. This is open document text. And I feel you people can see this now. I believe everybody can see this. Okay, you will once again be seeing my entire screen only. So since you are seeing the entire screen, let me just a second. Let me stop sharing this entire screen, and then I will show you. A specific tab. Specific window. Here it is. Now I feel you can see this window. As the window is over here, you can see it is more or less like MS Word only. Okay, here it is, the file. Then it is like new option, edit, view, insert, format, styles, table, form, tools, windows. It is more or less like Windows only. Sorry, Microsoft only. So you can use this as well. But for that, what we need to do is you have to get a template, you have to get a certificate prepared, and in the very same fashion, we need to go for a mail merge for this as well. And let me show you quickly what we can do. Okay, so let us do one thing. What we actually require over here, this is, suppose this is a certificate template. I am certificate, and it is using the very same kind of commands. Control E for central, for this central alignment. Control with the square brackets for increasing the font size. Different kind of fonts are also available with this. So here it is certificate. Now let me quickly make a certificate. This is to certify that जिनका भी हम लोग को whatever the name you need to write down, or you just have to leave that space. Okay, what we also need to do is we will have to require a little bit format, and this is like page style. So let the page style, it is default page style. Let us make it like landscape. Okay, apply. Landscape, it is already landscape. So let us make it, or let us make an envelope for this, or just a second. I just wanted to make it a certificate type of thing, not more than that. Okay, so whatever it is, let us have the certificate only. So this is to certify that. Here we will write down the name, or you can write down certificate. This certificate is being awarded to, and here we will write down the name. Just make it center line. Do a little bit cosmetic changes. I'm not very good at the you can say in designing also. To Mr. So and so, then we will write down in the next line, we will write down the name, then we will write down the university name or college name, and then we will write down this here it is, for attending ICT tools workshop. So here it is, and let me make it over like this as well. Okay, so this is the certificate. Now here we need to write down the name and the college. This we will write down over here. Let us make this as well center align. Okay, so what we need to do is now, what we need to do is, I'm just minimizing it and minimizing this as well. And now what I am requiring, I believe you can see the screen as well right now. I'm making an open document spreadsheet. Yes, okay, thank you so much. This is the spreadsheet that I have prepared. And now let us open this spreadsheet. Let us put a name in front of it and let it be. Okay, keep it like this only. And now let us go to our ICT workshop. Okay, so name of the participant over here. Let me put the names. Control C and open it. We need to open this file. Here is the file. Okay, this is also an open document. This is open document spreadsheet. So what you need to do is write down name, and here we have put the names. Okay, names are over here. Then let us go to the college name. Here is the college name. Let us write down institute, and college names have also been put over here. Okay, so college name is also been put over here, and now what you need to do is you need to go for the emails. Okay, emails also need to be put on over here. Why I'm not doing it right now is that because I'm just showing you quickly how we can make the certificate. So what you need actually is this certificate. Since we are a little bit short of time, that's why I'm just showing you how to do it, how to do this. So what you need to do now is come back to this file, and now what we will do is we will connect these two files. We will connect these two files. So let us save this file. Let us save this file. This file has been saved now. Okay. What we need to do is connect. So how to connect it? Here on the left topmost corner, I believe you can see edit. When you click on edit, you will find a complete menu over here. And what you need to do is you need to select this exchange database. I believe people can see this, the third one from the last, exchange database. And I would like to request you to please speak a little bit by opening your mics, because I am working on this spreadsheet only. I do not go every time and see how the people are giving me thumbs up or so. So if somebody can open up the mic and reply, that would be okay.
Yes, visible, sir.
Okay, so this is exchange database. What you need to do is you have to click on this exchange database. Now here you can see that although some files are already over here, which actually I was preparing it earlier as well. So now our file is not, you cannot show your file over here. So since it is not, you cannot see your file over here, go to browse, and then on desktop, and on desktop you will find that file. That file is once again new open document spreadsheet. Here is the file, and I have opened it. Now you cannot see anything over here. Here is the actually thing. Here is the actual option, define. Define option is over here, but can you define it? No, you cannot. Why? Because this option is not yet activated. And why it is not activated? Because although you have selected the file, but from where you have to collect the data, you have not as of specified it. So what you have to do is you can see a plus sign over here, and when you click on this plus sign, you will find that sheet 1 was already within that file. Now sheet 1 you have to select. Once you select the sheet 1, I believe you can see here define button has been activated. Now you have to define it. Okay, now you have defined. Okay, since you have defined it, now what we need to do is go to view. The third one from left hand side, file, edit and view. And from view, you will once again find from the third one from the last, data sources. I believe you can see this data sources. What you need to do is click on data sources. Now I feel you can see data sources. The data source has been added on the top of this certificate. I believe everybody can see this. This data source has been added to it. Now what you need to do, you have to put down two things. First, we need to put down the name of the person who has been participated. So this is the name. I believe you can see it. This is the name. Let me spread it a little bit so that you will be able to see it properly. Emails, I have not shared emails as of now, but emails can also be shared. Okay, so what you need to do is, here it is, the name, then the institute, and then emails. So now you can see only by clicking on the name, all names have been selected. Is it clear to everyone? All names have been selected. What you need to do is put your cursor on the name, and you have to drag down this name. Is it clear to everyone? You need to drag down the complete selection. For me, since I'm using a laptop, I am double click. I'll be doing a double click on the name, and then I'll be dragging it. And for those who are using the mouse, what you need to do is you have to select it by double clicking on name, and then you have to drag it like this. Here I am dragging it. I believe you can see how I am dragging it. Here it is. And now I have to leave it where I have to write down the names. Okay. Now what the next thing what we require is name of the institute. So now once again I am dragging. First you need to select it. First you need to select the complete column need to be selected. And then what you have to do is you have to drag it. I believe you can see. Although it will show this red color dot or so, just don't worry about it. You just need to drag it over here. Here it is, and then another line. There is a space between these two. And now I feel you can see. What we actually are doing is mail merge only. But in LibreOffice, the process of doing mail merge is different. So with the help of LibreOffice, you can also make some files. You can share these certificates. You just need to go for the decorations. I have not done any kind of decoration as of now, since means I'm weak at that decoration also. But yes, you can do that. So this is how we have, you can see that we have prepared a certificate, rough certificate. As of now, we required email addresses as well. I have not used the email addresses as of now, but let us use them. Let us use the email addresses. Let me show you what we can do. Minimizing this. This is the email addresses. From here we have put on the email addresses. Oh, it has not been selected from here. So this is Control C, or you just need to copy it from here, and you have to. Okay, it is not getting pasted over here. Okay, once you have to prepare it properly in advance only. So you have to get all the emails over here. Now it is not selecting the emails. Why? Because both of the files are already connected. So now no changes will be allowed. So that's why it is not collecting emails. Since it is not collecting emails, hence as of now we are unable to send the emails. But let me show you once again how this works. So this has been done. Now what you have to do is, I believe you can see this this row over here, and in this row you can see here mail merge has been written, and this complete row has newly been introduced. Once you have connected these two files, this database file and this certificate file, this document file, this row has been, you can see this row has been introduced only after that only. What you need to do is, this is the mail merge. You have to click on the mail merge. Select starting document, use the current document. You do not have to do anything else over here. Just click next, then letter, select document type, click next. And if these options are already like these, earlier they were like this only, they were selected. So what you need to do is you need to deselect them. You have to remove the tick from here. Okay, then once again go to next. Once again, you do not have to select anything from here, and then this next has been now what you need to do is you have to write down this finish. So you have finished it. Now once you have finished it, what then you have to do is, once again let us come back to here. Come back to this place. This is edit individual documents, then save merged documents, print merged documents, and send email messages. So this is where you will be requiring email addresses. As of now, since we have not given the emails, so that's why we are unable to send the mails. But let us do one thing. Let us save the merged documents then. So I'm clicking on the save merged documents. And what it is saying is, once again, it is giving us an option, save as options. So save as single large document or save an individual document. So let me save them as individual documents. And then just click on save documents. I believe you can see creating documents. It has already been created. Documents have already been created. Now it is asking where to save it. And I'm saving it. Certificate 1. Let us Save it in the name of certificate 1. I have saved the file in the name of certificate 1. Here it is saving. Okay. And now what we need to do is we need to go to the desktop once again, and here is the certificate file. I believe you can see this is the certificate file. Can you see the certificate file now? Since what we selected individual files, so that's why what it is doing, it has selected these individual files. This is the first certificate in the name of Sandhya ji from VTU. This is the first file. Then this is the next file. This Devin Sharma Government Degree College Arki. So this is how you can do or how you can make the certificates. Okay, so this is single files. This is individual files. What if you would have selected for one large file? Okay, let us see. Let us do that as well. Here it is. Let us come to save. Save a single large document and then save document. You just have you do not need to do anything. Just click on the save document, and here it has been saved. And now let us give it the name certificate 1 once again. Save. It has been saved. Let us see. This is the certificate 1. I believe you can see this file, and here I have opened this file. Now you can see the certificate, the very first certificate in the name of Samir Dubey, second certificate in the name of Sandhya ji, the third certificate is in the name of Devin ji, next certificate in the name of Nishit ji, and I believe this certificate is already over here. I believe you can see this. If you would have put your email addresses, I mean, unfortunately, I'm extremely sorry, I could not have put it earlier. But if you would have put your email addresses, a small settings definitely will be required. Let me show you how these small settings are required. What you need to do is first, I believe you can see here it is two has been written, email options 2. What you need to do is you have to select here. You can once again see on this certificate, you can see there are these new buttons, new options generated after you have selected mail merge. So the very first one is edit individual document. The second one is save merge document, with the help of which we have already saved the document 2 times. The third one is print merge document, and the fourth one is send email messages. So while we select send email messages, what will happen is here a new toggle, new window will pop up, and what you need to do is first you need to opt for 2. So what you need to do here, 2 you will have to select as emails. This is the problem. Unfortunately, I have not selected emails earlier. Otherwise definitely I would have, the mails would have been sent to you. Copy to, if you want to send somebody the CC or BCC, you can write it down. Alternatively, you can just cancel it. Do not worry. Just your mails will be given. Email subject. So subject will be certificate for ICT workshop. This will be the subject. Then send as HTML document. No, not at all. You do have 3-4 different options. The first one is open document text. It will be very similar document which you are already getting. PDF document, Microsoft Word document, HTML message, and plain text. You need to select PDF document. So once you have selected PDF documents, each and everyone will get the PDF document. You can write it down, save with password. You can make it password safe as well. The password will be over here. You can share the password later on. Then name of the document, new open document txt. You can keep it as well. You can keep it as it is. Alternatively, you can change the name. Then send all documents. So whenever you write it down over here, send documents, the documents will be sent. But unfortunately, like sending email messages, here the messages have been sent. Okay, emails have not been sent because I have not collected the email messages, and similarly is the case. Like you have to give a small settings, like what will be the sending email ID, what will be the receiving email ID, that need to be specified, which unfortunately I have not done. So this is why the emails could not be sent as of now, but definitely this can be done. This is another option. Now this LibreOffice has no limits. This LibreOffice has no limits, means one of my known persons, they have in their institute, they have sent 9,000 certificates at a time, at the very same point of time. So this is something which is really very nice. You do not have to worry about the licenses of Adobe. You don't have to worry about the licenses on Microsoft. You don't have to worry about each and everything will be taken care of by with the help of this LibreOffice only. So this is how we generally used to generate certificates. That is also one of the things where you can generate certificates. So now from my side, I feel that this is something which I knew. Now all of you know all these things. I am very much thankful to everyone, all the participants. They have really kept patience while I was explaining all these things. And I'm thankful to RFI India as well. Thankful to Dr. Ajay Jain. It is a really nice thing. We have been associated for last 6 years or so, and he has given me the chances to share my knowledge, which I do have with my fraternity, and I'm thankful to each and every person. Thank you so much. Now, if somebody is having any kind of questions, that also you can ask.
Okay, participants, if you have any questions related to making e-certificates, please go ahead with your queries. The platform is open now. Okay. So, sir, can we conclude?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Okay. So, as we draw today's session to a close, I wish to extend my sincere appreciation to all participants